Welcome back to my channel. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome to the Moonies Squad, where we love to talk about all things witchy, all things spiritual loving, and all things anime loving. So if you're new here, welcome to the Moonies Squad. Definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, and if you're coming back, one of my long-term Moonies, thank you guys so much for being here. I truly love you guys so very much. Today we are on episode number 6 of the mini chakra series called Chakra Chats, and we are talking about none other than the sacral chakra today. So definitely get comfortable and stick around. So first thing we're going to talk about, as I mentioned in my other videos, if you're new here, a little bit of information of the chakra system. The chakra system originated in India and has been around for over like 1500 years. Like, there's ancient texts depicting and describing how this system has been used, and has been a lot of information behind it since like in Vedas text, ancient text that's like over 1500 years ago. So it's definitely something that's been around for a long time. The chakras are basically center pressure points in your body. So not only is it just an energy system, but it's also a scientifically proven system. And you know, physics, everything is energy. But so that's a little bit of the chakra system. I explained it more in my other videos, so definitely check out the playlist. So far in this series, we have covered the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, the crown chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, and now we're covering the sacral chakra. In the chakra system, there are 7 chakras. So right now we're talking about the sacral chakra, and then the last chakra we'll be talking about is the root chakra. So that's definitely next week's episode, so definitely check that out. Now, to locate where is your sacral chakra, you're like, where are all these pressure points? The sacral chakra specifically is under the belly button, and it is associated with like your sexual reproductive system and your kidneys. So the sacral is in regards to, it's the center of your pleasure, your happiness, your sensuality, the creativity, and the ability to birth new ideas in life. Not necessarily just for women, because we both have feminine and masculine energy in us, but also it's just about being birthing and bringing new things to fruition. But for some women that identify as women as well, or people that have, you know, the reproductive system where they can give life, it can also mean that literally. But it's in that region of your body, it's under your belly button, and it's basically your sexual reproductive system. Now, today, as we do in all of our lovely little videos, we're talking about how to notice when you have a blocked chakra. What are some red flags to look out for? Quick disclaimer, Moonies Metaphysical videos are just for entertainment purposes only. They are not to be supplemented for any mental or physical health supplements. This is just information that is only for entertainment purposes only. If you think that you need help or you are experiencing some pain, please seek out professional assistance. Now, some red flags to look out for. When you have specifically a blocked sacral chakra, remember we were talking about the sacral chakra is about it's just center of your body, is about pleasure, happiness, sensuality, and creativity, you know, because a lot of people like to pretend that sexual energy isn't also energy, and you can use it to manifest and use it to acclimatize the life that you want. So some telltale signs that it is blocked is if you have a lot of issues with detachment or isolation, you know, anxiety or loneliness, low libido or excessively high libido that is out of the norm for how you typically feel when you are feeling healthy physically and mentally and emotionally. Lack of creativity, lack of creative juices flowing, no inspiration, and then emotional and mental escapism, sorry, got tongue-tied there, but mental and emotional escapism. So like, you're trying to keep your mind overreactive by not letting yourself feel what you're currently feeling, or not trying to be a part of your actual world, but in the sense of like you're running away from your problems type of situation. Some physical manifestation, because remember, your chakras are pressure points of your body, where it could be urinary tract infections, you know, lower back pain, pelvic pain, hormonal imbalances. I said this in my previous video as well with the solar plexus, because it's also within that similar region. The solar plexus is actually on top of your belly button versus your sacral is under your belly button, but they also handle different, they have overlapping like organs that they cover, like the kidneys. I know typically pot is both in that territory, but hormonal imbalance, so it could be like your indigestion is poor, or your you're eating a lot of unhealthy foods, having food coping mechanisms where you're binge eating, where your relationship with food isn't exactly the healthiest and is reflected in your confidence. So for some people that might be acne, that might be weight gain, but not saying that there's anything wrong with those characteristics, but it's just of how you perceive them and how they affect you. And so those are some physical manifestations. Now we're going to talk about unblocking the sacral chakra. You know, what everybody is here for is how to unblock, how to know when it's blocked and how to unblock it. So when you are focusing on unblocking any chakra, it's a two-step process. You have to unblock it by first cleansing it. So cleansing with like meditation, sound meditation, a salt bath, you know, water magic, fire magic, incense, saging, smudging, whatever it is that you typically cleanse yourself with is how you want to cleanse those chakras. And you do it counterclockwise. So typically counterclockwise techniques, like if you have a sage bundle and you're doing counterclockwise, is because you're banishing energies that you don't want anymore. You're getting rid of them. Versus when you are manifesting something, you're calling and you're doing it clockwise. So you're going this way. Oh, I did that backwards. You're going this way when you're banishing, and you're going this way when you're manifesting. That's like with a sage bundle, but you can do a tea magic, you know, counterclockwise. It's banishing, clockwise is manifesting. So but step one of that, of working with your chakras and getting them aligned, is to cleanse them first, and then the second part is to channel that energy and call in and manifest and really hone in the energy of that chakra. So when you're unblocking your sacral specifically, you know, maybe eat sweeter foods, you know, hibiscus, cinnamon, vanilla, cardamom, you know, excuse me, I just kind of lost my breath there. But cardamom are great ways that you can incorporate, you know, eating sweet foods. People do it a lot with teas, people do it a lot with baking, because not only is it like you feeling more confident and happy and indulgent in things that bring you pleasure, but they're also allowing you to be creative, you know, creative with your teas, creative with your food, creative with baking and stuff like that. Sweets really bring out that energy of like creation and joy, which is essentially what the sacral chakra really focuses on. And then, you know, things to heal your inner child, your inner teenager, by doing something fun or just simply by playing, just creative energy. You know, if you feel like you really miss painting, then go paint. Get yourself a dollar store canvas and just paint, you know. Get yourself a coloring book and go and color. Go and play Twister. Go and play, you know, anything that made you feel good as a kid, that really genuinely brought you happiness, and not happiness from like the adult world where you have to worry about the priority of it or monetization of it. Things that make you genuinely feel happy. It's something great to do when you feel like your sacral chakra, you need to bring it up to speed. You need to hone in that energy and that power and really work with it so that way you are aligned. Affirmations and meditation. So, you know, typical meditations could be as, you know, sitting on a mat and going or however the case is. You know, sometimes meditation for some people is working out with their headphones on. Affirmations, you know, I typically always tell people they can use fire magic or tell them affirmations in the mirror. Say what you want, believe what you want, vision boards, things like that. Definitely of how to hone in and work with your body. Exercise is also a great way of meditation. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of times people really like to meditate as exercising specifically is because you are really focusing on your body. You're getting into that mindset, into that focus, and feeling your body and feeling how good it feels and how it looks for yourself. So definitely that type of meditation, or just meditation where you're just doing yoga and stretching. Whatever the case is, whatever you feel called to do, is all about the intention. But you do whatever it is that you know is going to perform the best for you. And then last but not least, I always work with color magic as well. So typically, you know, I like my makeup, I like to get dressed, you know, I'm a typical girly girl for some people that they like to label that. But you know, color magic, you can, when you're really focusing on working with your sacral chakra, call in that energy of the sacral chakra, like the energy of your life. So typically the sacral is related to the color orange and red and yellow. With the solar plexus, sacral, and the root, they kind of overlap because they're in the red family, but like yellows, golds, reds, oranges, burgundies, those are colors that really relate to the sacral chakra. But specifically orange is great for the sacral, and orange is great. Orange is the color of joy, energy. So really, if you feel like using color magic, whether that's makeup, whether that's nails, you know, whether that's dyeing your hair, or the way that you dress, whatever the case is, just remember these are just tips and tricks. You take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know in the comments of something else that you typically do that you feel like really brings you back up to speed. I'll be more than happy to hear. But yeah, those are some tips and tricks for it. I always ended off these videos with crystals that I always recommend. So like I mentioned earlier, the sacral chakra is really about energy, sensuality, passion, sexual energy, creative energy, and some crystals that I really recommend. These are available in my Moonies Metaphysical shop. It's always appreciated if you want to check it out and purchase, but it's never demanded or expected. But we have none other than a carnelian stone. Yeah. Carnelian is a great stone for not only passion and creativity, but also really working with that sexual energy. And you're seeing this in February, so your Valentine's Day might be coming up for some people. But then we have red jasper. Jaspers are a great stone for grounding energy. So you are calling back your passion, but also with jaspers, it really helps you envision and plan out what you want to do with the energy of your passion, how to make your dreams into a reality, but still remain passionate and motivated to get them done. So jaspers, especially red jasper when you're working with your sacral. Then here I have some crystal bracelets, just in case if you want to go back to color magic, your jewelry as well can also really reflect that, and the stones that you use. So we have here lovely sardonyx. Sardonyx is also another great stone. Then we have a dragon blood jasper, another jasper, but dragon blood jasper is about being brave and courageous. Another brave and courageous stone, but also is really high in protection, is tiger's eye. And then last but certainly not least, the lovely mahogany obsidian. Mahogany obsidian is a great stone for not only passion, but also for self-healing and for grounding energy. This is a great stone to use if you're dealing with like any familial traumas and things that, like I said earlier, that are hindering your inner child, inner teenager from healing. But yes, so thank you Moonies so much for